Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing my October EDC amalgamation video. So fair warning, there's a lot of things here. Now, when I say everyday carry, I don't necessarily mean all this stuff goes into my pockets. Most of it does, but a lot of this stuff I do carry with me on a pretty regular basis just because it all really comes in handy. And I know it seems like a lot. I know there are going to be people out there that'll be like, bro, you do not need this much stuff. Ever heard of minimalism? Yeah. Not really my thing. I just want to kind of take you through this because honestly, I love all this stuff and I think you guys might like it too. Full disclosure, no company has paid me to say anything about this. Some of these products were sent to me because I am a photographer. I do a lot of product work, stuff like that, but I am not paid to say any good thing about anything. Get that out of the way. So I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can because usually I end up talking way too much. So let's just go into item number one, and that is my phone. Okay, so as you guys know, the new iPhone 17 came out, so obviously that means I haven't switched over. No, this is the iPhone 15 Pro, and I don't really have any problems with it, so I'm not gonna switch because don't need to. Also, I'm gonna be honest, the new colors on the new Pros, not it. If they came out with the like all black one, maybe. But what I do want to talk about is not the phone, but the case. So it is October, so with the weather changing and all that stuff, I'm either on my motorcycle or it's raining and it's just not good weather to ride, so I'm in my car. So when I'm on a motorcycle, I always have my quad lock case on. This is absolutely a fantastic case. I have absolutely, I can't say anything bad about this case really because it's so nice to have as a motorcycle rider. It's completely sturdy. Quad lock is by far, if you guys ride motorcycles, quad lock is the case that you guys need to get for mounting your phones. And this one is the MagSafe case. So when I'm not using my motorcycle, I can just do anything that's magnetic or has MagSafe, and it wirelessly charges through the case. So that is absolutely amazing. Now, when I'm not using this case, I do have another case that I love to use, and that's this one. This is the Snap case. And as you can see, it is very, very dinged up. And that's because I use it a lot. I originally got this case because of the commercials. If you guys haven't seen the Snap ads, they're so funny, and that's kind of why I got this case. And I absolutely love this case. It is very nice. Now, Snap, if you guys haven't heard of them, they make these little pop socket things that are way nicer. They can stand, you can hold your phone in any which way, they spin. I really like it, but I didn't want to just get this and have my phone not protected, so I got their case as well, and it is very nice. I probably could use a new one because this is very dinged up, but I don't really care. The magnet on this thing is so freaking strong. So I will say, if you guys are not used to having a strong magnet for your MagSafe accessories, this thing is stronger than like it is stronger than can be. So keep that in mind. It is an awesome case, so I'd highly recommend the Snap 4 case. All right, moving on to what else is in my top front right pocket. I carry a lighter. I don't smoke cigars, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't really have anything that I really need a lighter for, other than the fact that I like having a lighter because I like lighting candles, and also it surprisingly comes in handy a lot. Now, I carry a couple different ones. I usually just carry Zippos, but the ones that I really like are the butane inserts. Now, this one is dead, but the butane inserts are a little different. They're not really like the normal flick thing. They are a push thing, and they have a butane light thing. I don't know if you can see that. I find these actually super nice because they actually can light candles and other things like that, and they look a lot cooler. I have a couple different casing options. So one, I have my black Harley Davidson one, which I absolutely love. I have a really nice simple bronze brass one, and then I have just another silver one. I do like collecting them, but sometimes I just don't want to. But my buddy Dean, he got me one of the coolest butane ones, and that is this one. This is a butane insert, but it has a regular flame and a butane insert, so it switches back and forth, and that flame gets really, really tall. So I think that's really cool. That's probably my favorite one to carry, or the double butane one. But yeah, I'm usually carrying the Harley Davidson one because it's all black and I love Harleys. All right, moving on. Another thing I obviously always have are AirPods. These are the AirPods Pro 2. I'm not going to talk about these. You guys know AirPods, they're amazing. They're super nice. If you have an iPhone, you should have AirPods because they're just super easy. and I hate going places where I have to be in a grocery store in public and I don't have these, because then I have to listen to stupid like grocery store music. So AirPods, very important. And the next thing I have, it's the same as the last video I did, which is my wallet. This is the Loyal Strickland / Pete's Pirate Life wallet. And if you can see it, this is like one of their really cool like one pieces of leather wallet. The reason I like it is because it's all black, it's really slim. I like leather, I like the way it patinas, it gets really soft. Yeah, nothing crazy there, and I like it. We're just gonna keep going down the line. So the next thing I have is my keys. Now obviously you have, you know, my keys and stuff like that. But the main thing about this is the obvious part, which is the keychain. Again, this is the same one that I've had for a long time. It's the Pete's Pirate Life one, and this thing has just been so beautifully patinaed. The leather is just like buttery smooth and soft. The clip is like all worn and distressed, and I just love that. And I've tried moving away from having like a clip, because originally I didn't like this, and I immediately went back to it because I love having it, and it just makes my brain feel normal. So, all right, moving on to what people normally think of when they think of EDC, and that's knives. I do carry a knife every single day. If you guys haven't known, collect knives. I do a lot of knife photography, and I love knives because they come in handy. If you guys haven't ever carried a knife before, try doing it. Do it for a week, and you will never go back. Trust me, I did that, never went back. Two knives to talk to you about, two folders to talk to you about, and that are the new Benchmade bailouts that are the carbon fiber version. These are just absolutely beautiful knives. I mean, they're so fidgety and small and like slim and light. This one's a beautiful one. It has the carbon fiber with an S30V steel blade with a PVD coating with a Tanto blade, which I really love. And then it has, you know, those bronze brass highlights, which I really like. Yeah, honestly, Benchmade have been one of my favorite brands of knives for the longest time. I will say Benchmade did send me these, or not seeing that I'm making this video. I just am a huge fan of these, and so Benchmade bailouts. These are beautiful, everyday carry Tanto blades, which I think are beautiful, and they just work super well. Okay, I know I'm gonna get a lot of like flack for this, but I actually carry two knives with me most of the time. I started carrying a fixed blade with me, and the reason why is because it actually does come in handy a lot. Now, the fixed blade that I carry has to have one specific thing in order for me to carry it, and that is this pocket sheath. This little ulti clip thing that, you know, you can put in your pocket, clips to your pocket, and you can cinch it down. That is essential for me to carry this in my pocket. Now, there are two knives that I have that I really love carrying, and the first one is the Big Idea Designs / Germany Sires exclusive Dino. This is a beautiful, I believe, micarta, or it could be G10, but Nitro V steel blade, fixed blade. It's an absolute beast, and I love carrying it because it's honestly really nice to carry, and it's a very beautiful blade. I've used this for so many things, from opening Amazon boxes to cutting the fat off briskets. True story. And if I'm not carrying that, then I'm usually carrying this one. This is the Pirate Life fixed blade. This was a limited edition one. This is like, I think, the first one they came out with, and I absolutely love it. It is very small, but it is small and mighty. So I really love this blade, and I've had this for a long time, so I love carrying that one. And it's very nice that it can just clip into my pocket, and I don't have to worry about it. And when I need it, it's out. When I need to put it back, it's there. Next thing I always have with me is a notebook of some sort. These are super handy. If you're like me, you forget things as soon as you remember them. And I have so many ideas all the time, and I need to write things down. Honestly, writing things down does something in your brain where you end up remembering things, and also it's very nice to be able to write things down, and it's just kind of takes a lot of pressure off your brain. So I always have a lot of ideas. I always have a lot of things I need to remember. And so writing them down in a notebook like this is super, super nice. I usually carry Fields notebooks, but Big Idea Designs recently came out with their new everyday notebook. And this is absolutely, these things are beautiful. The paper on this is like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's very nice to write on. It's very buttery smooth. I love that. It is dotted paper. So if that's something you like, then this is great. They have cool designs. And of course, to go along with the notebook, you need something to write with. Now, I love Big Idea Designs for their pens. I have a lot of them. One of the pens that I want to talk about, but for some reason I cannot find for the life of me, is the new Jeremy Sires / Big Eddie Designs fountain pen collab. It's just like their everyday carry fountain pen. The difference being is that the tip, it's a fine point tip, which is very nice because it makes writing very... I have a lot of pens. I realized that my favorite pens end up being fine point pens. This is the Big Eddie Designs EDC bolt action pen. This is one of my favorite mini EDC pens, and it's smaller than my... It's about the same size as my knife. That's how small it is. So there's really no footprint. I mean, it's a beautiful pen. And there's also something about writing with a nice pen. When people see that, they're kind of like, oh, this dude's serious. So keep that in mind. Okay, moving on. I also do carry a flashlight with me. This is just a little Flytanium black aluminum flashlight. I think it's max 180 lumens. It's not that much. It takes AAA batteries. The reason why I carry this and not just use my iPhone flashlight is because you'll be surprised. Carrying an actual flashlight helps so much more than using your phone flashlight, because your phone flashlight just spreads light everywhere. But if you're looking for something, like if you drop something, like the last time I used this, I just went to see Tron Legacy and my wife dropped something through the seat. So at the end of the movie, you know, we're in a dark theater. I just, you know, look through, take out my flashlight, look down, and I looked through the seat and I found, I think she dropped her phone or something like that, but I found it, and it was that easy. So if you can find a nice little flashlight, I would highly recommend trying it out at least. This one I think was like 20 bucks, but there are some that go for 120. There's some that go for like 1,000. So there's a lot to offer. I'm fine with this one. And then the last thing that I do carry that I'm gonna go over really quick is a pew pew. I carry a Canon MC9 Prime. This is the new one that just came out, and I have a Teton Custom Holsters inside the waistband holster. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I don't want to talk about this too much because YouTube can get a little bit too weird about it, but if you guys are interested in firearms and you guys want to hear me talk about it more, let me know, and I might just start a firearm channel. You never know. That is something I do carry when I feel the need to carry. So moving on, we're going to talk about things that I actually wear. Now, obviously, you guys know Clocks and Colors. They're my jewelry, go-to jewelry. I wear a lot of their rings. Their most recent collab with Kaleo is absolutely amazing. The Hermandad collab is so cool. I did a lot of content for them, and they've been super generous and super cool guys to work with, so I absolutely love them. Oh wait, Editor Hussein here. Real quick, I forgot to mention that I am super excited to announce that I am an official Clocks and Colors ambassador. So if you guys are interested in any of the Clocks and Colors jewelry, accessories, what have you, check out the link in my description and you can get 10% off your entire order using that link. Now I will say this is an affiliate link, so I will get kickback, but I want to make sure you guys are able to get these pieces because they will literally last you a lifetime. So hit the link in the description and check out that code to get 10% off your order. Back to the video. But I mean, today I'm wearing the mom ring. I'm wearing one of their rings from the Speakeasy collection, and then one of their rings from their old Gallantry Knighthood collection, and then the Calejo necklace that I think is absolutely beautiful. This is actually water buffalo horn that is sustainably resourced, so don't worry about that. But that's so cool. It's such a cool thing to be wearing and to have. So I absolutely love that. Oh, and also I should probably mention, I usually am wearing the Sidekick chain from Clocks and Colors just because I like it. It goes with what I wear in my style. So I typically keep it on my pants, and then yeah, kind of go with that. I think it just adds a little bit of uniqueness to my outfit, and I really like it. Check it out. And then on my wrist, I love wearing a watch. Now, little funny story, I was never good at telling time with watches. I don't know why. I think my brain just made things way more confusing. So I never really used to wear watches to actually tell the time. They're more of a style statement. But recently I found out that I've actually been using them to look at the time, which is kind of cool. So if you haven't ever been good at telling the time, just start wearing a watch and you'll kind of get used to it. So right now I'm wearing a Seiko. This is their SWR 049, and I absolutely love this watch. I think it is super sleek. I mean, it's a square watch face, which you don't often see that much, but I think with the leather band, it's actually a really beautiful watch, and I actually wore this on my wedding day, so I absolutely love Seiko. The other watch I was going to talk about was the Seiko S5. This is the one with the black face, and This is one of my most worn watches. It's absolutely beautiful. There's something about Seiko watches that I absolutely really love. I think that they are, for the price, fantastic watches. But I love a Rolex. I've been dreaming about one day owning a Rolex because I love Roger Federer. I think of Rolex and him and just the history and all that stuff. And one day I will own a Rolex, maybe an Omega, maybe a Breitling, but I want a Rolex. If you guys haven't checked out any Seiko watches before, I would highly recommend it. And I have a new watch that has yet to be fitted to my wrist, but this is the Big Idea Designs GMT. This is their newest watch, which is an absolute beautiful watch. I want to do a whole video just on this watch because it is absolutely fantastic. It's amazing. It's a true GMT, meaning it can track 3 different time zones. It's an automatic watch. It's absolutely just gorgeous, and it comes in a really cool box, which I really like. When products have nice packaging, it really makes a difference. So once I get this fitted to my wrist, I will be wearing it all the freaking time. Okay, and of course, it would go without saying that another thing that I am constantly wearing nowadays is a wide brim hat. Now, this is my newest one. This is from a company called Encounter Hat Co. These guys are in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and they are such cool guys. I absolutely love them. Kyle, who owns the place, he's a great guy, and I absolutely love this hat. I mean, this is a custom-made wide brim hat that, you know, is literally made to fit my head. I have a little playing card. I have a porcupine quill. I had a feather in it, but it got kind of ruined, so I took it out. But honestly, there's something about wearing a hat like this. It takes a while to get used to, but when you get used to it, it's so nice. And then if I'm not wearing this one, I'm usually wearing my OG black hat from Tat & Baird. This is the first custom made hat I got, and I absolutely love this hat. I need to get it re-steamed because I haven't worn it in a while, so it's kind of lost its shape, but this is another really beautiful hat that I absolutely love. So yeah, I guess I wear hats now. Who would have thought? All right, we're almost done. All right, we are almost done. So the next thing I have are a pair of Ray-Bans. Now I have, a pair of dirty Ray-Bans. I have a couple pair of Ray-Bans. They're really the only sunglasses company that I am okay spending that amount of money for because they have proven time and time again that they are worth it. These are probably my newest ones. They're a kind of different shape. They're a mix between like a Clubmaster and kind of aviators. They're definitely not what I would normally go for, but I ended up really liking them, and honestly I think it works well with the hat. I don't know, I think it just adds a little bit of coolness. I like it. But if you guys haven't ever worn sunglasses before that are like actually like high quality sunglasses, not like the ones you get at Walmart or something like that, like high quality polarized sunglasses, try it out and it will change your view on sunglasses. I was always so scared to get a pair of sunglasses because I was afraid that I was gonna lose them and break them. Not the case with these. So I highly recommend them, and these ones are absolutely beautiful. So yeah, and you know, they have a black frame, slight green tint on the lenses, very slight, but you know, it's very rock starry, so I like it. Okay, and something that I've actually been carrying a lot more is my water bottle. I know, crazy, right? But no, this is a Owala water bottle. My sister actually got this for me a couple days before my wedding because she had one, and she was like, and I ended up taking it, and I was like, how the heck do you work this thing? She showed me, and I was like, I want one. She surprised me the next day with it. There's something about a nice water bottle, whatever brand you choose, that when you get in your car and it's a hot day and you drink water from a water bottle and it's still cold, it's so nice, it's so refreshing. I've ended up drinking a lot more water because of these water bottles. This one is, I think they're I don't even know, this is a 24-ounce one. I have a couple stickers on here. I never thought I would be a person that put stickers on water bottles, but apparently I have. So I have a Clocks and Colors one, Jeremy Sires, and then Pete's Pirate Life, Fly the Flag, and this is just a really nice way to drink water. And I also have another one. This is kind of like their big, huge, I think this is like a 44-ounce or something like that. I have a ton more stickers on this that I kind of just went, what the heck. This one's really nice because it just carries a lot more water and keeps my water cold and my Pero warm. And the last things that I am going to be carrying with me a lot more as of recently would be my new Canon PowerShot V1. Oh, When this camera came out, I was so stoked, and I actually tested it. I rented the camera and I tested it in London, and it was absolutely amazing. I got some of my favorite photos with this. I got some amazing vlog footage. You know, I've been wanting an everyday camera, something that I carry around with me all the time. I know everyone's talking about the Fujifilms, the Leica, stuff like that, but honestly, this thing is absolutely amazing. It's a lot cheaper. It's like 900 bucks. Really nice, and I mean, it's just so small. The PowerShot is back. Okay, that's all you need to know, and it's back and better than ever. This thing shoots 4K video, really nice 4K video, C-Log 3. The widest it goes is a 16mm equivalent at 2.8, which is insane, especially for a PowerShot, because I mean, vlogging before with the old PowerShots, you have to be like out here. I can literally be like right here talking to the camera, and I still have everything in focus, so everything is in frame. I don't even have to worry about it. I don't even have to look at the screen. That's how awesome it is. And it comes with this little furry dead cat thing, which is really nice to have for audio. This thing is amazing at video, but it's also amazing at photo. So I actually have a whole video on this camera that I will link below. So if you guys haven't checked that out, definitely do. But I definitely want to carry this around and get a lot more photos that I normally wouldn't have gotten with my R5 or with my phone or something like that. So I think this will be really fun. And then the last thing I have is actually the newest thing that I have, and that is this iPad. I never thought I would have gotten an iPad just because I never really pictured myself using it, but I decided why not. This is and get ready for this. This is a really exciting one. Kidding. This is the iPad A16. This is like literally the most, like the cheapest one they have, most standard one. I think this is 128 gigs. And I think it's great. I mean, I have no need for an iPad Pro because I don't intend to be switching over to iPad life. I like this for what I would actually use an iPad for, which is YouTube, maybe some light photo editing, and just, you know, scrolling the web and doing stuff, looking at recipes when I'm cooking, stuff like that. I have the Apple Pencil, which I've actually quite like. I was surprised by this. I think the first gen was kind of weird, but this new one, I think it's the Gen 2 or something like that. Quite nice, and it's nice that it goes just right there. I do want to get a case for this. I don't like iPad cases because they just look stupid, but I don't know, maybe if I find like a really cool leather folio case, then possibly. But yeah, I'm gonna try carrying this around. Well, maybe not carrying this around, but at least bring it with me for some little things. I don't know, we'll see. But it's been, yeah, it's kind of cool. So iPad A16, I think it's the iPad 11 or something like that, but I think that is it. So that is my everyday carry for pretty much the past month. I know it's a lot. It is a lot. You know, when I leave the house and I don't have one of these things with me, I end up feeling kind of like, oh crap, I'm missing this thing. It doesn't feel right. And listen, you guys don't need to carry any of this stuff with you guys. I mean, the truth of the matter is this stuff just makes me happy. I like this stuff. I like everyday carry, and if I like it, I'm gonna use it, and I get use out of it, and it brings me joy. That is why I have chosen all this stuff. That is my everyday carry for October, and probably by next month this will be completely changed, or maybe not, who knows. I'll let you know then. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys liked out of all of these things. If you guys liked any of this, if you didn't like any of it, what do you guys think? What do you guys carry? What is your favorite knife? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you all later. Peace.